What's up everybody, and welcome back to another vlog. I know you can tell the very first thing, it's very obvious, right? They're staring at you. My eyebrows. Yes, I just got the ombre powder done. Today is day 4, so I figured I'd vlog about it and let you guys know how the process went and how the healing process goes, for those that are interested in getting it done, how it comes out. So I'm gonna show you guys a few pictures of, when it was before, when I first did it, and then continue on the vlog from here until the healing process, and if I end up having to do the 6-week check-in. So stay tuned. This is what day 5 is looking like. Definitely scabbing a lot. Okay, so I wanted to come and show you what day 6 looks like. They really are scabbing a lot. They are so itchy, it's crazy. I want to but I know I can't. So yeah, we'll see how it goes, but this is day 6. Okay, so I forgot to come check in this morning, but today is day 7. This one's pretty much all off. This one still has a little bit, if you can see over there, but they look really good. Gonna see how they look by day 10. I'll come back and show you guys. But I have to start packing. I leave to Puerto Rico in 2 days, so I will come back and explain the whole process in a few days. Okay, so we're back to tell you a little bit about the process. As of right now, I have already gone in for my 8-week touch-up, and it's day 10 of the healing from my touch-up. So this is pretty much how they look. They are going to get a little bit darker. I'm going to insert clips so you guys can see it better, but I wanted to go back and tell you a little bit about the process and what we did to get here. Okay, so to start, I had them done at Blink Ink in Saugus by Vanessa. Hands down, 10 out of 10. Definitely recommend her. I'm going to leave all the information in the description box. If you're in Massachusetts and you're thinking about doing it, I highly recommend that you go check her out. She did amazing work both times. I really didn't need to go in the second time, but I did it just to, ensure that they would last long. So that's how good they came out the first time, that I really didn't need to go in the second time, but I did it just because I recommend people that do good service. There's people everywhere that provide a service, but when you have someone that's also their personality matches and their personality is good, that's when it's a 10 out of 10, and I highly recommend. So definitely go check her out. I'm gonna leave, like I mentioned, all her information in the description box, so you can hit her up for a consultation, and her IG page. I'm gonna put it in here so you can see some of her other work as well. So I went over there to Blink Ink studio, and had to fill out some questionnaires, as always. If I'm allergic to stuff, if I ever had the procedure done before or not. While you're waiting, they put on the numbing cream on you to prepare you to take you to the back. So once they take you to the back, they give you the consultation, tell you, how you want your brows to look. Now, for me, my brows are never going to look 100% symmetrical because I have a scar right above here. Don't know if you can really see it on camera, but here, a deep scar. So no matter what I do, it always looks like one eyebrow is off, even though she did an amazing job at making them look as even as possible, but it's always going to look like I have extra hair or something up there just because of the way that the scar is set up. So they give you the shape that you want. They play around with it until you finally like the shape, and then from there they talk about the color, the kind of color that they're going to put on your brows, what matches best for your skin tone. The part that I like the most about her is that she free hand drew on my eyebrows. That's how good she is, that she didn't even need to do all of that other stuff that people do. She did it all hand drawn and was quick with it, and I really liked it from the beginning. Didn't need to do much of the consultation because she already kind of took it and went with it. So I was very pleased with that. Once we did all of that and we're ready to get started, she explained how the process was going to go, what I was going to feel. Now, for people who ask about the pain, is it painful, does it hurt, it really really depends on everybody. There's no straightforward answer to it, so I'm sorry if you was really looking for a straightforward answer. There's really not, because it depends on your pain tolerance towards, if you get tattoos, it's definitely not as painful as a tattoo. For me, even I have a few different tattoos and I can handle the tattoo pain, so it really depends on your tolerance, on whether you can do it or not. But they, again, as I mentioned, they do put numbing cream, so it's not as bad as you would think, but for some people it might be really painful. So that's just something to keep in mind, that if you don't tolerate pain well, it can be an uncomfortable process for you to go through. So she went in, it was about 3 hours the first time, because she really took her time making sure that everything was shaded in. And as I mentioned, I got the ombre powder, which is different than the microblading. The microblading, they kind of go in and kind of make the strokes. This one is is made to look like the powder setting when you fill in your eyebrows with your makeup, which I absolutely love. So she took her time. It was about 3 hours. And she actually did do the combo. She did the ombre, and then she added a few strokes of the microblade in the very front, so that I can have a little bit of the combo. And then once she was done, I'm gonna put in some pictures. It looked really dark. And then for the first few days, it got a little bit darker, but it still looked really good. I think for everybody, the most emotional piece does come once it starts to heal and it starts to crack off and peel off, because it does really look scary. It looks like you have some bald spots and you're just not sure how like everything is gonna look, because it goes from really dark to peeling to some bald spots looking really light. And it is really overwhelming. For me, I did have a little bit of anxiety, but not too much, because I pretty much understood. She did a good job explaining what would need to happen, what I needed to avoid, how I needed to care for my eyebrows. So I wasn't really and my sister had also done it before me, so that's where I did it, because my sister had done it first, and it came out really good. So it was a little bit of an emotional roller coaster, and as you saw in the clips, the more it peeled, the more uglier it looked. But I bled when she was doing it. I'm just a bleeder. I normally bleed. I bled both times I went in to do it, very lightly. So I think that's what made me scale and peel off even faster. Most people that I've seen their vlogs say that they start the peeling process around day 5, 7, and 8. For me, I was pretty much healed by day 7, both times, with the peeling. So everyone is different on how they heal and how fast it comes off, but for me it was pretty quick on that process of it. And then I'll insert some clips. I did this 2 weeks before I went to Puerto Rico, so she did tell me to make sure I stayed out of the sun. I'll insert some clips of some pictures of when I was in Puerto Rico and how I tried to keep my eyebrows covered. Okay, so just to go back for a second, I did want to mention though, the second time around when she was doing the strokes for the the microblading in the front, it definitely made my tears come out, because it is really scratching into your skin. The first time it really didn't hurt as much. She said because it looks like the numbing cream had started to wear off. So that part I definitely think was probably the most painful. And even for me, it made my tears come out. So that's the only thing with it. But overall, I really love my eyebrows. It's so easy to get up and go. Right now they're still a little flaky because it's still healing, and the skin around it with all of the moisturize with all of the antibacterial things that I've been doing. I've tried not to put stuff on it, so there's a lot of dead skin around it, but really impressed. I went in when she was having a sale for $300. But if you go in, if you're in Massachusetts and you tell her Karen sent you, you will get discounted price on your eyebrows. So definitely hit her up if you're interested in doing it. Like I said, I highly recommend her. If you have any other questions, you can let me know. But I just wanted to show you a little bit about my journey and my process, because I think I've slept on it too long, way longer than what I should have. I should have done this a long time ago for myself. And I always felt like it was too much money. But I'm always willing to throw down that amount of money for anything else, even for a pair of sneakers for my son, which is crazy. But that I wouldn't do it for myself, or something that helps my appearance, because my eyebrows were always, you know, like I said, I have this scar. So for me, even trying to fill them in every time, they would never be even. And it was always a pain. Now I just get up and I go and call it a day. So if you're looking, please hit her up, because she's amazing. I think that's it. I just wanted to quickly show you guys how the process went. You know, give you a little bit about the background, how my experience was, and how they look now. And let me just give you a close-up of how they look. So you can see, as I mentioned, it is flaky because my skin is still healing, and there's a lot of dead skin around it based off how much I've scrubbed my eyes. But they do look amazing. And right now, as I mentioned, they're still in the healing process. So this is kind of like the patchy stuff that I was talking about that happens when they peel. But once it grows back in and it's fully, you'll see that it gets darker and it looks really good. So I don't know what else to tell you guys about the process. It was just really, she made me feel really comfortable, made sure that I had all the information that I needed. And even, you know, with going to Puerto Rico, I was very worried about, you know, messing my eyebrows up. And it was a beautiful heal. If you want them to last, you should stay out of the sun as much as possible. And they last about anywhere from 1 to 3 years, depending on how you take care of them. So it's one of the best investments. I mean, if you're the type of person that throws down $160 to $200 on lash refills, you can definitely afford to do your eyebrows if that's something that you were contemplating or have been contemplating. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. The next few videos coming up are the hauls. I have a big Fashion Nova. I have a big blush mark. I have a Shein Romwe. I think I have another one. Not too sure which one it is, but there's at least 3 or 4 coming back to back. So stay tuned for those hauls. As always, guys, please stay happy and blessed. Until next video, bye!